What's up, guys? Today we're going to change out the front torque mounts on my 2001 CRV. Some people will refer to these as front engine mounts, but they're actually commonly known as torque mounts. Now this is a relatively simple fix. It doesn't take that much work, and I just wanted to add it. That way, for anyone that's continually watching my videos, especially on the ones I've previously made regarding the CRV fixes and the ones I intend to make in the future, just wanted to add it on there so that way I can cover a lot of bases in fixing the CRVs. I'm going to go ahead and raise the vehicle, put it on jack stands, and remove the wheels. You may not need to do so, they're relatively easy to get to, but I'm going to do that just so it makes it a little easier so I can film everything that's going on with the torque mounts, because they're both located right there on the inside of the frame rails, and it's right behind the tire, so that'll just give me a little bit more room. You can do it if it makes it easier for you also. With the vehicle supporter, we're going to work on the driver's side. You're going to find some sort of clips in these two positions. They may look different than mine. Sometimes they have a Phillips head screw. These are like a little pull clip. If I can get my pliers around it, it'll slide out a little bit, and then I can just slide mine out. Yours may be different. Yours might look something like this one right here where it has a Phillips head. Either way, go ahead and remove those two I just showed you and this third one right here. And with those three removed, I was able to just pull it forward, pry it against the ground with this 4x4. Now we have access to the torque mount. Now if you'd ordered a pair, they should come just like this. You'll see how the driver's side has a longer metal sleeve within the mount. Passenger side has a much shorter one. So double check that you have the correct mounts for your application. Now we're going to try to get this driver's side mount off. So what we have, you have a 19mm nut right here, and right on the sides of the front torque mount you have two 14mm. Since mine is obviously torn, I think I'll probably be able to take the two 14s off, and then this piece just will fall right off, and then I can take off the 19mm nut. Now you want to support the engine, use my hydraulic jack and a 4x4. And then I went ahead and removed the two 19mm nuts holding the engine mount to the engine itself. So now those are loose, I can go ahead and let go of the jack a little bit and lower the engine. Then I'll test it and see if I have enough room to slide the mount back on. And there it was, that was pretty easy. Go ahead and reinstall. There's a washer that goes on here, then the nut and the two 14 mils, and then don't forget to do the two 19 mils at the top of the motor mount, and then we'll move to the opposite side. Now on the passenger side, we also need to remove the plastic cover. There's one clip here, also another one right here at the front. Now this torque mount's a lot easier to remove. It has the two 14mm bolts and the 19mm nut, but all you need to do first is remove on this bracket here. There's a 17mm there, and there's another one right there. Get both of those removed first. Now I removed the innermost bolt. Now before removing the second one, it's loose. I'm leaving it in there because we need to spin off the 19mm nut, and if it's loose, it could potentially spin if the mount's broken. So leave that other one in there, thread it a little bit, and then go ahead and remove the 19mm nut. Then you can take that bolt out completely. And now you can remove the two 14 mils, or you can just slide this out of the way first. And then I'm going to remove the torque mount. And you guys saw how the driver's side was really messed up. The passenger side, it's also shot. Now when you're installing these, it actually tells you, see how this one says front and it's aiming that way? This one also says front aiming that way. So obviously the same direction as that. So go ahead and just reinstall it in the same manner. Put the two 14s on first, slide the bar in, put the two 17s on, do the 19mm, and go ahead and reinstall your plastic covers and you're done. Very simple job, probably only take you about 30 to 45 minutes depending on how much mechanical experience you have, but something that pretty much anyone could do in terms of the work, the amount of work you need to do. So hope this helps you guys. Simple upgrade, works on all of the Civics and Integras that also have the torque mounts. Very, very identical process too. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week.